Welcome to OpenLegacy Hub. In this video, we will see how to use expressions in the OL Hub graphical editor to inject new logic into your projects. Please note that we have already logged into the Hub and will be using existing components. You can watch how we created them in other videos. For links and other details, please see the description. In this video, we will demonstrate two different types of expression: a mapping expression and a custom expression. A mapping expression is defined within a specific method, while a custom expression is defined and stored separately and can be used repeatedly like we would use a template. Here we begin by creating a new method in an existing contract. We click Add Method, give the method a meaningful name, getAccountNumber, and click Done. In the mapper, we click the input icon and choose to add fields manually. Our first input field is Account ID, a string field. We save and close, and we click the output icon, and again choose to add fields manually. We define a new string field called IBAN and another called Account. Then we save and close. We now drag the invoke icon from the flow tools on the right and associate the getAccount asset with the invocation. Now we drag the expression icon to the flow, and a small definition wizard opens. We first enter the new business logic, get the output account ID by converting the input account ID to lowercase. We then select to map the input account ID to the input model account ID and click Close. We click the output mapper and map the output model account ID to the method's paccount ID. We click Close. We click the input model in the expression icon we dragged into the flow and define the account ID field as a string. We add three new fields: IBAN, branch ID, and bank ID as string fields. We then click the output model in the expression icon and define two new fields, IBAN and Account. We now add the business logic to the equation to copy the input IBAN to the output IBAN and to calculate the output account as the concatenation of the input bank ID with the input branch ID and the input account ID, separating the values with dashes. We now map the input model's fields to the getAccount method's output, account ID, IBAN, branch ID, and bank ID, and click Close. We click the output mapper and map the output model's IBAN and account fields to the output model and click Close. We can now publish the getAccountNumbers method for use. We will use the Demo Deploy button to simulate a real deployment, and we copy the demo URL. In a production OpenLegacy Hub installation, the deployment step will be specific to your installation environment. Opening a browser window, we paste the URL and an OpenAPI page opens with our method ready to be tested. We click the method and then the Try It Out button. We now enter a demo account ID and click Execute. In the test response, we see that the service has calculated the account and IBAN from the input account ID and account data retrieved from the backend. Thank you for watching this video. For links and other details, please see the description below. If you have any questions, please contact us at OpenLegacy.